All right, you're probably wondering what I've been doing. I told you I'd be doing a lot of videos. I don't know if you can see that lawnmower back here. Right back there. I ended up getting one of my lawnmowers going. Finally, after my 20-year-old Troy-Bilt lawnmower just kept giving me problems. And I found out that it was fouling the spark plug. So I had to kind of, scoot over to a different lawnmower, and I've used the best parts off of those. But this right here is going to be another project that I work on. This tree's got to go. It's an old tree. The limbs have all fallen off over time. Had it trimmed back here or there, but it's starting to rot inside, so I got to get that thing gone. It's an eyesore anyway. But after getting that one lawnmower going, my yard now looks good. Look at that. My mama's yard over there next door. Look at that pretty dogwood tree. That's a dogwood tree right there. And then it's got red, it's kind of got a pinkish red. And then there's another little dogwood tree here. It's got white on it. And then you look back here, that's another dogwood tree, and I've got like 4 of them in a row there. Really pretty. And this is my house. It's a pretty old house, but it's been a good house. Real good house. So anyway, let's show you these flowers. Here's some pretty flowers right here. I guess they call these iris, probably. Oh, got a red solo cup over there left over from who knows when. Pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. Got a little rose bush over there. But anyway, there's Max, always out here looking, inspecting. There's Mr. Shadow Man. Anyway, I didn't think my shadow was going to be here. My shadow came to visit. But there's Max's shadow. There's Max. So I'm happy I got that one lawnmower going. I'll be able to clean all this up, get it looking good, clean up my garden spots. And I've had it running through that overgrown garden area there, knocking it down, bagging it up. And I got this one good, running good. I've got it now to where it starts either on the first or second pull. And the only problem is it's a heavy lawnmower, and the wheels don't want to roll backwards. They got these little latches right here. That little latch thing latches in and keeps it from rolling backwards. I don't know what to do about that. I'd like to be able to pull it backwards sometimes because, I just like to do that. But through here was my gardens before, and of course I did let them overgrow, but I've been mowing it down, so it's looking a little bit better now. And yeah, I did kind of mow over where I showed you where I was hunting for potato tops, and they were down in here somewhere. But kind of got some of this knocked down, so it won't be long. It won't be long until I have this turned into a garden again. And that board right there is the end of one of my raised beds from this previous year. And then right over in here was a raised bed. That was a raised bed. And then these over here were, basically just in the ground. They didn't have, like edges or borders or anything. And I found some of my missing missing pots that I had. I was wondering where those things went. They got overgrown back here. I wonder if there's anything popping up in there. Because when you have gardens, you always have like volunteer stuff pop up early spring, you know, when it starts to get warm enough and wet enough and all that good stuff. But still got to work on this monster. The invading, mysteriously disappearing tree. So still got to work on getting this out of the way, which I think it'll go pretty quick. I'm not going to just chop it into little bits right here. I'm going to like chop a limb and then drag the limb away, chop a limb and drag it away, you know, back there, and then later go back and cut it into firewood and smaller pieces. But I think this will go pretty good. Of course, I wore my rubber boots the entire time. But yeah, it's looking better over there, except for all my junk I pulled out of the cellar. So, I don't know, I just figured I'd give y'all an update, let you know what I've been doing. And there's potatoes in here, in this ground. All up in there. This was I think it had like three different types of potatoes I had planted all in here, where all this overgrown area is right in here. But whenever I get all this stuff mowed up and you know, kind of let this dry, and then, you know, I use my lawnmower because it's got the bagger on it. I use it as a vacuum cleaner. It comes through and it sucks all the stuff up. So I've had it set on the highest. That's high setting, right? Had it here, that lifts it up off the ground. And then I'll come back and I'll push it back down low, and I'll push it where it's, you know, as far down to the ground as I can get it. And that's when it really, really starts vacuuming up all the stuff and putting it in the bag. And whenever I get done, well, whenever I get a heavy, kind of full bag on that, I take that off. Then I go back here. And of course, Max is always right at my feet, Max. But of course, you can see in there where I was mowing. But now I can come back here to my compost pile. It was chilly today. It was like 45 degrees when I first came out here. Hey, you can see where I've been dumping that bag from the lawnmower right here. And it's got last year's compost pile underneath it. And then I'm gonna just keep adding to it. Oh. Anyway, I've been busy. Some of you probably think I haven't, but I've been busy. Let's step over this tree. Whew. So far, I haven't gotten any ticks on me that I know of. Maybe, I don't know, maybe still kind of cold for them. But still got a lot to do back in here. I gotta come down here, like where this rolls off into the field. Start working on that as well. Anyway, I'm gonna do one video specifically on this compost pile right here, and I'm gonna end up taking this compost pile and kind of like turning it over, kind of moving it back just a pinch, turning it over, you know, to be able to mix up what's underneath with the new that's on the top, and kind of get it going as another hot compost pile. And I think that'll be a good, interesting one. I don't know, some people are interested in how I do compost. Other people really are not, because they're pretty good at it already. So that's just another one I'm gonna do. All right, well, give me some thumbs up or whatever you think. Give me some comments, and I'll talk to you later.